What's up, guys? We're back again with another video, another night talk video. This is every Thursday night at 9, remember. And if you like what we talk about, share with your friends, comment, like. Sugar, talk to me.
I'm tired.
So?
Beat your ass, Jesus Christ.
I personally believe that arguments are not bad. Arguments are a good thing. Like this whole night talk thing that me and her do, all we do is argue. That's what this whole thing about is, me and
I feel like it's
Sugar
a
Bun
debate.
arguing. That's what an argument is.
We try not to get loud when we argue.
Definitely.
I think that's one thing we're really good at. And we don't curse each other out. We don't call each other out our names. I feel like that's really important to try not to do. He doesn't need to refer to me as like a bitch, and I don't need to refer to him as whatever.
It's okay to argue. That's how the relationship is gonna build. That's how you're gonna grow. You know how when you get a cut, the skin grows back stronger than it was previously? I'm not expecting us to start off and become the best couple.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to fail, and I'm expecting to argue about a lot of stuff, and then we're gonna see eye to eye in some things, or then we're not gonna see eye to eye in certain things. But that's fine. If we were living a life and we're married and we don't argue a lot, then I would be worried. Because the fact that we argue, it just tells me that she's her own person. If she was just fine with everything I've been saying and how I've been saying it, then I would be worried. Because that would just tell me that she's, what's the word, a suck up. And you're just gonna agree with everything I say.
The only thing I can say, like, he has a way of saying things that I don't like. When we're like arguing or something, I tend to just shut down, I guess. But one is because I don't like to argue. I never like to argue. I don't like to hear people argue. It's not nothing that I try to do. So I'll just try to keep quiet on my part. He hates that, which I guess I understand. And two, I don't want to say anything that I know I don't really mean, or that will make a situation worse than it actually be. Because I know his mouth is bad unintentionally sometimes. I know my mouth is bad intentionally when I want to say my words. I can say my words just like the worst of them. So I don't want to bring it to another level that it doesn't need to be brought to. But he doesn't like it. He'll rather, he says, because he always says like we need to talk about things that happen then and there, so they don't bottle up and turn into one gigantic problem later on in the future. Which is true, because I see a lot of people, you see them walking around and then they could do one wrong thing and it's like, oh my gosh, why did you do this, acting like it's the end of the world. But that's just because they're really upset over something else, and it's not really that little issue that's bothering them. It's a whole bunch of little stuff versus one big thing, and it's all rolled up into one. That's things we have to work on for ourselves.
I don't want to sound like somebody who just loves to argue, but arguments lead to arguments. Y'all don't understand. Why doesn't it sink in with a lot of people? Just don't get physical and don't start shouting and all that stuff. You can have an argument. Me and her could be dead mad and we're still sitting on the bed and nobody out there know that we're arguing. Because an argument doesn't mean that you have to shout or throw stuff or do whatever the hell you think you have to do because it's an argument. You can come to I remember one time we were arguing and we were both just mad.
Pissed, and he was pissed. We got a little loud, but it was more like loud talking. I don't think it was no yelling.
No shouting.
It was just like Ray.
And we just came to a conclusion.
Yeah.
And what we were arguing about was dumb. When I say we came to a conclusion, we just stopped. All talking stopped.
And
was
we
just
talked about it.
What are we doing?
We really did talk about it, because he came back, and then we talked about it. He apologized, I apologized, and then we just squashed it.
It was just done right there. Arguments shouldn't last over a day or go to 2 days. Arguments should be done right there and then.
We have done that though.
We bring it out over a day and 2 days, right?
Yeah, the last
and I realized one thing.
The first time we brought it over into 2 days.
I realized one thing.
It's just bad.
It's always what leads to that is pride. As a man, we have to learn to put our pride to the side when it comes to these arguments.
Females too, though. Lord knows
it's mostly the pride that gets in. Because some of the things it's just dumb, and I'm like, why am I even mad about this? But I'm just so pissed. Why am I mad? But I'm pissed. That's what's going on in my head. It's just pride, and we have to just learn to put it to the. I'm not. As a man, your pride is what you stand for, stand behind.
That too, but I feel like females now have that too. Lord knows I don't like to say sorry.
Cause in her head she probably like, oh, what is Kim gonna think?
I feel like I'm right.
Or what is Ariana gonna think? So I gotta go through with this.
No, I feel like I'm right most of the time. I think that's what be messing me up. Cause I honestly be feeling like I really did nothing wrong, which is not always the case.
Really, me too. It's always a possibility that you may be wrong. So you have to sit back in your head and look at it from the other person's perspective. So be her. Step in her shoes for a minute and be like, you know what? Maybe she is actually right. Because the way that I did throw in that extra word that wasn't necessary. I didn't need to throw that word in, but I still did it just to hurt her nerves a little bit. I gave her this analogy. I compared it to video games. The relationship as a video game. We're not going to start off at level 10 or level 100. We're going to start off at 0. And there's no way for us to get to level 10 without actually going through 1 through 10. So I'm not going to expect to have a perfect relationship right off the bat, or everything's perfect and no arguments. I wouldn't want that. And the only way as to level up is through experience. And the experience is the arguments that we have. So when we reach level 10 or whatever it is, when we reach certain blocks in our way, we'll have the experience from previous arguments that we've had and how we came to the conclusion, what we did, what's in each of our best interests, and that we just get through everything in life. But we can't get through those stuff unless we know what we're doing. And we don't know what we're doing, so we're figuring it out. So we'll accept the arguments, we'll accept the fights, and we just go from there.
Yeah. Because we always argued.
You always argue.
We've always argued, but
It used to be just a thing that we do. We used to sit on the bed and talk about
it. Yeah, it'd be on purpose, but
talk about black people or talk about this or
disagreements.
And that's fine, because that tells me that she's her own individual. So if she's just agreeing with everything I say, everything is fine that I do. Yeah. I'm not perfect.
That wouldn't be true, because I don't agree with everything he does.
Exactly.
And I'm sure he doesn't agree with everything I do.
So I'm happy that we argue.
Two different people.
She's her own person, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not looking for a clone of myself. I can't make myself better by being with somebody who's the exact same.
I don't even like somebody like you, though.
I really wouldn't. What type of person
Just like
am
I couldn't be with somebody that's too similar to me. I feel like we balance each other very, very well.
That's good.
I'm not saying nothing about like it being because of our horoscopes or anything, but I'm just saying Capricorns and Scorpios go really good together. No, but seriously, he balances me, and I think I balance him.
I get that. Scuba ice cream, Do not bring your business to the public. Do not post on Snapchat. Do not post on Instagram. If y'all have because if she did that, I would just be pissed, because she knows for a fact I don't like people in my business.
Yes, I don't. When I'm upset with him, I don't be like I'm upset or be like, you know.
You run on social media, you tell the whole world, oh my god, or you post your problems.
Yeah.
That's only gonna make things worse.
Y'all will never ever catch me posting anything about Ray.
That'll only make things worse.
I didn't even know he existed until I got married. So
I thought she had a couple different Rays actually, because she never posted me. I'm just like, wow, that's
keep things quiet.
That's cute.
Let them know you have someone, but keep things quiet. Don't bring your private life to the public.
To the public, definitely.
Lord knows, because a lot of guys have these.
Alright guys, we're gonna cut this one short for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment what you think down below, because I know a lot of couples out there struggle just as much how we, you know? So if you have your own opinions or thoughts, or you like what we said or you don't like what we said, comment down below. Remember to subscribe.
And if you have a topic you want to talk about,
if there's a topic
we're more than happy to hear it.
Definitely.
And next week we'll be talking about, what will we talk about? If someone says something good in the comments, we'll probably talk about that. But
and we'll put your name, whoever it is that gave us a topic, we'll put your name when we talk about it. If you guys like the video, like, comment, remember to subscribe. I can't say this enough. Subscribe so you can know every week when we post another video. Remember, every Thursday night at 9, share with your friends, share with your grandmother, share with your grandfather, and if they're grandparent, listen, just share with everybody, honestly.
She was gonna give me the milky part. No, I want the milky part. What's your thing I'm butting the whole time? What the hell was that? I'm like, I don't have the ice cream.